and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy. Just for clarity.
Because of the record heat wave sweeping much of the southern U.S., they've decided to close the roof and turn the AC to full blast here at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Games out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, kill.
A handoff left, Elliott. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here we go, 46.
A first down carry by Elliott to the 27-yard line. The Cowboys had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
They got to get into the 21 here on third down. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's a...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well. Protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Again, it's Elliott, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Stephon Diggs career touchdown number 60. And the Cowboys are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And taken right at the 35. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And one of the linebackers has got it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Oh, did the Jets miss this guy? Here's Breece Hall. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Number 50, hey, you block over here. Back on.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, 88.
Rodgers now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him like a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They think he can win every battle. Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage is all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's got it. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Big strides. Look at him go. Inside the 20. reception, goes for 6. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Still going. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. (21-0) our score after one. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Touchdown, Jets. Mike Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Rodgers will throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Now Dak, he wants to change the play. A give to Elliott running left. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner. Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play. Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you? That is caught. Schoonmaker. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to... And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys add 6 to their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well. Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Rodgers. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah. Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. Loose inside the 30. Garrett Wilson.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson.
79 yards.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
They're going to try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Prescott now on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Back north.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Rodgers now on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson
with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Escaping the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Flush to his right. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now a play fake. Rodgers. This one finds Wilson downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from taking the lead. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. Here's a diving catch right side. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up 1 or 2, the field goal can still get you.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Inside give to Elliott. And able to get this to the 31.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. Here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this one is right down the middle. And they have regained the lead. So a response there to the touchdown, the opening drive of this 3rd quarter, as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown. But the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 1st down, Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, now Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete as well. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know If they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Jets will take over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On play action, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. And that's caught inside the 30. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. And quickly they get to the line. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2nd down and 8.
Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
That's such a close game, a very big one.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time, Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete, they cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an
touchdown! Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time.
That is caught by Williams for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets are on their way to a 2-0 start. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Rodgers' throw going into the hands of Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. On first and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Jets. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Jets have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Cowboys 39.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers throwing here. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 33. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They're going to hurry back to the line now. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Hey, 26. 26.
Rodgers looking to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He finds Wilson. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Rodgers going to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
A oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the out.